Hi guys, I'm Richard. I thought I'd give you a look at this razor that I picked up at a flea market or antique store. It is a 7 o'clock service set. I haven't been able to find out too much about it, so if you guys know anything, please let me know. And it's like it came in this holder here. Hopefully that's in focus, but it says 7 o'clock service set. Razor contained in this set will be found suitable for use with either Gillette 7 o'clock or Menorah blades, British made, and 1 in 6. So I guess that's the price. Yeah, I thought this was really interesting. Here in Australia and New Zealand, it's Anzac Day, which is the day we honour our fallen. It was April 25th was the day that the Anzac troops landed on the beach at Gallipoli. So, yeah, so whoever the serviceman was who owned this, I kind of wanted to remember him and his people that served with him. So if you're in the armed services now, or have been, well, thank you for your service. So I thought I'd have a shave with this and just see how it goes. So here goes. I had a shower recently. So yeah, anyway, sorry, for this, we're going to be using this. It's got so it's a 7 o'clock razor, possibly from World War One. I'm not 100% sure on that. It's got an unbranded Turkish blade in it. I'm going to be using my Arco soap, which is in here, which I've smushed into that. It was a shave stick, so yeah, that's what I did with that. And I've got a Zenith Manchurian that has been soaking for ages, and my Turkish made shape ball. So yeah, here goes. It's a bit of a learning curve with this brush. I've had synthetics and sort of had it, so here goes, and I'll let you know how it goes. So I'll load up. So I've shaken most of the water out of that. Yeah, they say to load these things like they hate it, so that's that. And I found this brush is actually better for face lathering, so I might give that a shot, see how it goes. That's probably enough, put that in there. I had a shower a while ago, but I just put some more water on the old face. Yeah, the water's gone cold. So I hope this sounds alright. This is the first time I've done anything like this, so if it's too bad, yeah, it won't get posted. So yeah. That's pretty cool. I'll post some photos as well. So it's pretty good. Yeah, so I'll load this up a little bit more because I think it probably needs just a little bit. Okay, yeah, with this brush it's really easy to add too much water, I've noticed. So I just wet the tips a little bit. Here goes. I'm well overdue for a haircut. This brush feels so good. I don't usually shave with a t-shirt on, but hey, the last thing you guys want to see is some man nip, so I don't usually bother clearing the runways, and what I do is just, it's good for me. I usually smear the bit of soap on my face first, but I forgot, so I'm sure it will be fine. And I've got my shirt. Yeah, this is awesome. A little bit of water, a little bit more water maybe. Feels a little bit dry. This brush feels amazing. It's gotten so much softer since it was sent to me. So thank you, Franco. This is an awesome brush. I like it much better than the synthetic brush that I've got. But yeah, it's a good brush too. And it's so easy to use. That one has a bit of a learning curve, so here goes with this. I wonder who the guy was that used this. It's interesting. I was going to weigh it, but I forgot. But I'll put the weight in the comments. It's reasonably aggressive, actually. Sort of. It's actually not a bad shave. Surprising how old this could be. Yeah, I did give the brush a good scrub off last night. So that Turkish unbraided Turkish blade seems to be okay. I got it from the guy. It came as a free gift with the big blades that I got, but I thought that, you know, as it was Anzac Day and this is potentially a, you know, a service razor, I'd stick with the thing because Gallipoli's in Turkey. I've got the Turkish shave bowl, Turkish blade, you know, so. And those guys go so much for us and our freedom. And my grandfather was wounded in, I think it was actually the Boer War. So, and my dad, he was in the New Zealand Army for a draft into the New Zealand Army and the Royal Engineers, but the war ended just before he was due to be shipped out, so fortunately he never got sent. Yes, that's that. And how I do things is how I do things. It's different. I don't necessarily follow the rules and I don't necessarily do the same things every time. So, you know, some guys don't rinse off between each pass, but yeah, I do. Horses for courses. So, just draw off a little bit. Yeah, missed a few spots, but that's cool. A little water on the brush. Possibly could have loaded up a bit more, but hey, it's good. I kind of like the Arco soap. Usually in my rotation once a week, once a month, whatever. Yeah, once a week. So I've got a pretty limited supply of stuff. Feedback on this, don't know if you can hear it, feedback on this razor is really quite loud. And I do like that blade too. It's nice and sharp and quite smooth. Yeah, just here the neck, the hair on my whiskers on my neck just grow anyway, which way. So yeah, so thanks guys for following along with this and reading my journal. It's been an interesting time. Oh, I have devil trouble getting the whiskers up near my nostrils. And it drives me absolutely insane. There's any whiskers around my mouth. And yeah, and due to limitations of my camera, I've got to keep this under 20 minutes. Otherwise, it times out. All because of taxes in America on video cameras, which we don't have here in Australia. There's no actual technical limitation for 20 minutes on a video on a DSLR. Yeah, I kind of like this razor, but because this is so old, I'm only going to use it once a year, maybe on Remembrance Day, so twice a year, so in April and November. So yeah. Yeah, so my goal isn't to teach anyone how to face lather or anything. It's just for my interest. I absolutely love it. I found out, I took up doing this seriously about the same time as the doc recommended I go see some specialists, so it helps me just keep things positive and in perspective, because in reality I am so lucky compared to some guys. I've been a bit uncomfortable recently, but hey, that's nothing. I went to see the doctor today, as I said I would, and it turns out that the doctor has had his hasn't had his prostate removed. He had cancer quite bad and quite aggressive, and they nailed it with the radiation and stuff. So yeah, he says, come see me if you got any questions, because I've been through it all. But they got onto him really fast, and he's still got it. He's managed to avoid the surgery, so that is a good thing. Scoop it off there. Yeah, probably breaking a million rules, but the way I shave is good for me, and I feel good once I'm done. Really, really good. Okay, the third and final pass. I'm gonna say I actually quite like this razor. It's very, very, very good. I don't tend to shake the razor out at all, but when I'm rinsing it out, and I don't like leaving water in the sink, because otherwise I end up with a big tide mark of whiskers. And I only use a tiny little bit of water between when I rinse, so I actually think I'm saving water, but you know, each to his own. Hopefully this is in focus. Yeah, usually just here as I get it, so with the arco there's enough residual slickness for me to just clean up. So just damp the fingers And that's enough lubrication that I don't carve myself up. I actually quite like that blade. It's hard to tell because, you know, I've changed the blade and the razor, so, but hey, you know, when you consider, you know, the Turks acting on orders from their superiors, you know, they put up one hell of a fight, and, you know, they were defending their homeland. I'm not quite sure the politics at the time, but, you know, that they were sent into fire by their superiors and our guys were sent to fire by theirs, and, you know, at the end of the day we're all human. And the loss is a tragedy on both sides, I'm sure. Yeah, from my understanding, the troops at Gallipoli were landed on the wrong beach. Some British officer somewhere screwed up, and yeah, not bad, a little bit there. That gets me just every time. Oh, that's better. The aggressiveness of this razor is on par with my Magard V3 dark chrome, which is good. Yeah, I'm going to have to watch this because I'm running up in 20 minutes. I'm going to keep the length of my videos down. Oh, look at there. Yeah. I'm due for a haircut too, so. That's not bad at all. It's not baby but smooth, but fourth in category of damn fine shave. Very, 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 very good. Yeah, so that's it. I think, there. Yeah, so that.